Hey, what's going on out there? I would like to welcome every single one of you to Water Your Soil. So before I get into this video, I would like to tell you all, if you're new here, I have two rules over at this channel. The first rule is for you to always use your own discretion when it comes to credit cards and credit scores. The second rule is for you to always verify what you learn, whether it's on this channel, another channel, or anywhere. That should be a rule to life for you to always verify what you learn. Now, getting into the video, this video is going to be about some new news that came out this week, actually, and it's not promising, especially if you have credit cards. Everyone who is subscribed to the channel should be aware that for the past couple of years, the Fed has been raising interest rates, and they've been raising interest rates in order to combat against inflation. This is their word, so don't come by in the comment section and say, well, they're not doing it to combat against. Listen, this is their word that they're doing it to bring down inflation. The debate is not out with me. I'm just here sharing the information. But there are always people who come by and they have an issue with these type of videos. And my thing is, if you have an issue with me telling people to avoid credit card debt and to stay out of credit card debt, then you're on the wrong channel. I'm not going to be making videos talking about Chase and their credit cards 60 to 70% of the time. I'm not going to be only making videos about credit cards that will keep you in debt without telling you ways to avoid credit card debt. That's not going to happen on this channel. So if that's what you're into and you don't like these type of videos, then you're on the wrong channel and you shouldn't be subscribed to this channel. But if you are someone who wants a well-rounded point of view, the good and the bad, when it comes to credit cards, then you're on the right channel. This is the channel for you. So getting into the article is by CBS News. And this week, the Fed announced that they're not going to be making changes to interest rates. Now, in previous videos, I mentioned how high credit card interest rates are. They're pretty much at the highest they've ever been. And it's not going to help people who like to carry over balances. So I always tell people, hey, pay off whatever you spend. And some people may even need to use their credit cards like debit cards, where if they go and make a purchase, they need to pay it immediately just so they won't forget. It's multiple ways about doing it and multiple ways about going about staying out of credit card debt. My whole thing over at this channel is, yeah, we can go and we could get the rewards from these credit cards and we could go and take the trips and the hotels and things like that. You can enjoy credit cards. You really can. I'm pro credit card. I promise you I am. But you also have to remember to stay out of credit card debt. And it's for multiple reasons. I'm big on credit scores over here at this Water Your Soil channel. So number one, being in credit card debt usually has a negative impact on your credit score when it comes to utilization and debt to income ratio and things like that. And number two, it usually has an impact on things outside of your credit score, like your personal finances. You probably can throw that money elsewhere. You probably can throw it in funds for your kids, a 529, or you could put in investments. Whatever you want to do is your money, and you would rather have possession of your own money than let the banks have possession of it. And that's what you do when you carry over balances on a card that has a high interest rate, especially if that card doesn't have a 0% APR intro bonus. And a lot of times these cards don't. People, they either exceed their 0% intro bonus or they never get one in the first place. But with the Fed not changing interest rates and not dropping them, and things remaining the same, you want to be careful of what you're putting on your credit card. Now, in this current time with the economy, it's an interesting time because price of goods and services are still high. And in my opinion, if you combine the price of goods and services being high with interest rates on credit cards being high, it's pretty much a recipe for disaster. And some people, they probably don't care, especially if you're someone that's, trying to get by, which is understandable. If you're trying to get by and you're just trying to survive, you're pretty much not going to be worried about what a credit card interest rate is. But it could get you on the back end, because once you get in a big pile of credit card debt that you can't pay off years down the line, and let's say you want to get a house or you want to get a car or you want to get a loan or whatever it may be, I always tell people, you never know why you'll need your credit score, because people, they like to look down on credit scores. This is no secret. A lot of people think they're useless. A lot of people think they're a scam. A lot of people think that credit scores are pointless. However, it's always good to have a good credit score as a plan B option. Even if you don't plan on using it, it's good to just have it there sitting just in case you need it, because honestly, with the way things are and the way things are going, you never know if you'll need your credit score. We could act all macho and use our ego and say things like, hey, I got money, so I'm not worrying about my credit score. But if you have money, as a lot of you claim to have, why are you carrying over credit card debt? I had someone come by on one of my recent videos, and I'm paraphrasing, but they basically said, hey, I have the money, but I just choose to carry over a credit card balance because that's what comes along with these credit cards when it comes to getting these rewards and things like that. Now, I don't agree with that. That's their own logic. People are entitled to what they do. However, I wouldn't advise any of you to do that. If you have the funds, pay off whatever you spend on your credit card. Don't carry over balances, especially if you have the funds. Now, some of you don't have the funds. My advice to you would be to not use your credit cards. Try to use a debit card or pick up an extra gig for extra money or something like that. But stay away from your credit cards if you can't afford to pay it off. But those of you who do have the income and the money to pay off whatever you spend, if it was up to me in that position, I would not be carrying over balances, because you're basically giving away free money. Think about what you can do with that money. I'm sure some of you have kids. We're all adults. And if you don't have kids, I'm sure you have hobbies or other family members, a significant other or something that you could be putting your money towards. So it's just something to think about. You're basically giving money to these banks. The interest rates are not being dropped at this time. I'm going to leave the full article down in the description like I always do. But this new news that just came out, some people expected it. I kind of did based on the way how things have been going. But they're not lowering interest rates, and that goes for credit cards. So make sure you are being conscious of what you're spending on your credit card and you're able to pay it off. That way you don't look up and see a big pile of credit card debt, because that's not a good thing. No matter what people out here say, it's not a good thing. All of these trips and flights and things like that people love to boast about, those things are cool, but credit card debt offsets all of that. So you don't want to be the person taking these trips and doing all of this stuff with a big pile of credit card debt, because it's going to hurt you in the long run, and you never know what you'll need your score for in the future, as I stated. But anyways, if you're new over here, this is Water Your Soil. If you're feeling the vibe, be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on all notifications. That way you don't miss a future video, because I post often. That's clicking on the bell and clicking on all. Also, this goes to every single one of you watching right now, including my subscribers. Be sure to hit the like button. That's your way of supporting this video. It's also your way of supporting this channel. I appreciate every single one of you for stopping by and watching. Hey, stay alarmed. The Fed is not lowering interest rates. The rates are going to continue to be higher. My advice would be to not carry over balances unless you have a 0% APR intro on your card. And even then, you have to make sure that you pay off your balance in full before that period is over with. But this is Water Your Soil. I appreciate you all for watching, and I'm out. Wait. Before you leave, be sure to check out the description box below. That way you can have all the credit resources from Water Your Soil. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button as well, all right? In the description box below, I always tell people, check out the description box below for extra resources from Water Your Soil. Part of the description box also showcases my book that I have. I have a book. It's been out for a while now. It's been out for years. It's titled Strategies to Master Credit. The book is available. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes & Noble. Most online bookstores have the book. And the book is basically about how FICO credit scoring works. Once you understand how FICO credit scoring works, you're pretty much on your way to helping yourself build, develop, and maintain a good credit score. So check the book out whenever you get a chance.